is ND MUPS. Guys, the fundamental number 7 connected to step 7 of the ND MUPS PPR system. It's how do you turn your identity, location, assets, liabilities, into business inputs. You have to, it gives you the opportunity to you engage, you put you tell the digital tools, Claude AI, Chat GPT, Meta AI, Gemini, you tell them, organize a list of all your assets, your possible assets and liabilities based on your location, where you are, so you cannot know everything, it's very important. That is why we don't understand people that are fighting artificial intelligence. They are very stupid. You can it is the digital tools that have access to a huge database information that you cannot have as a human being. Your mind cannot have access to that type of information and recall that type of information. So if you have a tool that can do that, why do you fight such a tool and you call yourself academic? What is your problem? So you tell the digital tools, give me a list based on my location. Tell them I'm at Velcom Machabeng, the most corrupt municipality. So what opportunities can I do, if I'm a person who's unemployed, a student. There are students that are unemployed. You've been unemployed since you graduated. You've been unemployed since your graduation. You've been unemployed. So your first salary was 350. So you understand what type of system we're in currently. It's a very corrupt and unproductive system. So the ND MUPS PPR system is trying to come in and change the game to make you job makers. So tell the system, I'm a graduate. If you have graduated, it's very important. If you have whatever little information or knowledge that you have, it's very good, it's very important. It will assist you into connecting to certain products and services that you can do immediately. It's not only about job creation. For those ones that also are into issues of employment, you don't want to be in not a problem. The system will build you up. You, because now you become more knowledgeable. You having access to what you can produce, what you can do, but you have to do those things. If the system says to you, okay, it means you can produce 1 2 3, or resell 1 2 3. Also the things that you can resell, which is on step 4, where are the holes? Step 4, where are the holes, the gaps, or the opportunities around you? We use a PPF, product philosophy formula 3. It's about product philosophy multiplied by things like the most reused, the most resold, the most recyclable, the most thrown out, the most wanted waste, and so on. So we'll give you that knowledge. So once you understand, once the system gives you a certain list of products and services, it does not necessarily mean that you are logged into only reselling. You can also start the process of becoming a supplier, producing the product itself. You don't need necessarily to produce an Intel Core i3. No. But it gives you an idea. You must MIPS it, produce your own. If you can copy it and produce it, make no mistake. But you can then produce something similar that can still do more or less the same function. So that is what we want. People produce, sell your things. Because there's nothing that is happening currently. The only thing that is happening currently is corruption. People are driving Lamborghinis because of corruption. They are not driving Lamborghinis because they are creating products and services. They are enhancing the system, the environment, you know. So uh, yeah, so but I'm not there. I'm not on issues of corruption. So I'm on the issue of ND MUPS PRC. Apply the system, it works. Because I'm proving the system. I'm going to prove the system. I have products that are coming up, but one product for I don't want to do many things at one time. I'm going to focus on one product and show you that one product equals to many opportunities. What we are talking about you'll see the guide. We say one product, many opportunities. We are doing the fermented black tea. Fermented black tea. Doing the fermented black tea. Uh, doing the fermented black tea. Mm. So with this one product, it will be able to make me connect, link up with other products and services. This one product. So the product, this one product, I applied the very first step that I applied to the product as I was doing the system is step 7, your identity. Because I was sitting, I was like, hey man, what do I have access to? What are my assets and liabilities? I have access to black tea, lot of black tea. Oh, I'm already drinking it. I have access to East Brewers East. I have access to, those who want to use bread, you can still use it, but I think it works better with Brewers East. I have access to flavored powder drinking, what they call the drinking pops, to just do whatever, add your own flavors and so on to the East, and those type of things. I have access to so immediate those are inputs, those are serious inputs. You can do products with those inputs. You can do a beverage there. So no, let's do a beverage. Let's do it. That's what the system is. I should have done a beverage long time ago. Long time ago. So if you don't have a system that is guiding your thinking, you say no, this is step 2. Step 2 meaning you understand the product types and services. How are the products and services work? That's a fundamental tool. So there's a PPF1, a product philosophy formula 1 there, where we say product formula by 5 product groups. Most affordable, most expensive, most interesting, innovative, most ordered online, most used. So once you understand also that area, you are then also able to link your product with. You can link to every. I prefer linking to everything. Link to everything, but the whole aim is to get into the game. Link to everything, but even if we just link to one, just get into the game, start doing something. We need to be doing something. So that is what the system is all about. Follow the system, apply, because what we have done, we have actually, you know, uh, made use of existing knowledge. We encourage existing knowledge. We are not here to rubbish existing. It's very important. It's just there was no system that is enabling people to use existing knowledge like my system. So people were sitting with psychology, HR, or whatever. That you don't know. You only think that you must go and give people pay slips with HR. So we're trying to say, there are certain theories, ideas, concepts that are in things like HR, psychology, and so on, that you can still use and apply, and go into certain services and create certain products based on that particular information, and still link up with other concepts. That is the system. That is the system. That is how it works. We connect, cross domain, you know. So it's important. Uh, that's the orange flavor. So it's important. FBT there. So it's still a sampling stage now. I'm going to quickly go into selling mode. I'm going to go selling mode. So I prepare for the 2026 spring that I've started advertising on LinkedIn. But you must prove a system. Must prove it. Must prove, if you say something is there, prove it. Prove. is telling us this is education, this is what it will make, prove it, let us see it. Why are you poor? You know, so that is what we are saying. So you cannot come with a system and what you call education, but and then you claim your education gives people, you can will be liberated, but people are poor, people are not, you know. So I want people to use this one. You will see it, many games are coming, many games. For now it's, you know, it's we're taking it gradually. We have the first game. I think by June there will be 2 3 more still online, but something is coming for offline games, you know. For now they are free games, you know. I will start generating some profit from the games. There are certain games that I will make that are profitable for profit. This one, you know, the one for, you know, free games, promote the system, you know, they help you to employ. Then there'll be money games. This is an educational product service also. I make money from it also, you know. So but at the same time I want you to also make money, you know, apply the system. That is why there's a free, you know, space where you just go into it, check it out and say, no, this thing it works, this thing does not work, you know. So like digital tools, you know, they are free tools, you know, not 100%, but you know, you then use them. You can see these things work 100%. These are the best things ever created. These are the best things. The IT guys, their knowledge is clear. You know, their knowledge is clear. So guys, use the system, PPR system, ND MUPS 2026. We are going to prove this thing. Many things will be happening connected to the system. I'm going to move quick, especially in the PIP, in the PPF3 space, in the step 4 space. Find where are the holes, so I'll be moving quickly there, because I'm trying to promote an angle, a psychology. There's a psychology that I want to promote. I will link up with psychology concepts later on, you know, especially on V2. This is V1. So I don't want many things, but also I want to give you a hint that, you know, you must have a certain psychology of finding gaps, you know, a gaps finding psychology. So w- many people, like I'm saying, they have, you know, access to 350. That is rubbish. You know, we don't want to. You can't buy shit with that shit. So that is nothing. So but I'm trying to have to say, because that is what is happening. Let us try the system. I'm trying to say to the system, let us prove that, you know, if you look around and, you know, in your environment, you can still to some extent, you know, create a bit of movement, you know, by by turning things that, you know, you think they were liabilities into business input. So with FBT, I'm going to use as minimum, the most minimum money, you know, as possible. And I'm going to be playing around in the recycling space, you know, most of my tools, my inputs. So it will be things that I'm just recycling, and then, you know, or buying second hand stuff, and so on. So linking up with people that are also, you know, trying to come up and so on. So that type of a vibe, that type of a space. So I'm trying to, you know, prove this thing, you know, that step 4 is very important. Step 4 is very important, but, you know, for you to understand, to apply step 4, you will need to go through 1 2 3, go through 7 6 5. Then, you know, the 4 in the middle, it will be sweet for you. The 4 in the middle, it will be sweet, you know. So guys, apply. It's ND MUPS. I will keep you posted. I'm still busy with the drink, with the FBT, uh you know, just working it, and then also I will show you how I make it. It's very important. I like to, you have people in Facebook, I mean YouTube and Facebook, yeah, because the videos are still on Facebook. Otherwise, posting beautiful videos showing how the whole process. So I'll show you how the femininity, what I'm using. Currently it's in a 20-liter drum. It's in a 20. I used it's 2 kg brown sugar, dissolved it, and then I put about 70 black tea bags, the ShopRite brand, the black tea. About 70 of them in a 20-liter. And then there is just but in the next videos I will show you the inputs. The yeast, and then I make my yeast starter. I think also that is where we are going to be different producers when this thing comes into the picture, and then spreads all over the world. But there is the starter itself. Okay, I take the after my sugar and tea has been lukewarm enough so that I can start using it for the yeast, and then I take a little bit of it into a different cup. Make sure it's a bigger cup so that your yeast does not overflow. So then I hold in the yeast, and then what I do, those drink of pops, what they call the plus twos, the flavored powder drinking something, yeah. It's 1 rand, that thing. Put it's up to you how many you want to put in the, because this is the brewers is that you find in ShopRite with umqombothi, with the delicious umqombothi, with the with the delicious with the umqombothi picture enkunzi what. So it has its own nice traditional aroma. Some it's too strong sometimes, so you can have that maybe separately as a in your main, can have that combo to feel, but sometimes also you want to have something of smanje manj bana bakene. So then that thing closes, the drink of pops, they crush that flavor. It becomes something else. You just can throw 10 of them in there in a cup with that, and then you just you stir it nicely, combine, you close it, it will brew, it changes the color, it changes the smell, changes and then you put it in. So that for now, that is what, because I knew that some people have a certain attitude towards mqombothi. I don't know why mqombothi. So mqombothi is the best. Mqombothi, we are what we are because of mqombothi. Mqombothi is the best. These girls don't want mqombothi. You can't get them with mqombothi. You have to get them with a side. So guys, use the system. I will show you how the whole process of FBT currently, what I'm doing. I'll be moving with you. But then also the 2026 spring, I'm going to use a lot of things, but they will be, you will see. So it's a nice movement to want to prove the system. And then currently these are non-techs. These are non-technical products, your FBTs and so on, but I by 2027 I need to be also playing into the introducing to you guys technical moves. These are non-techs. We need to, and one thing I noticed that the best way, the quickest way to get into technical stuff is through IT. Whatever little course that you can do of IT certificates or a higher certificate or whatever, it gets immediately you are in a technical area, because you hardware, software, and then also you are then able to get into other, things like you can trade these of, whatever tools, appliances, and start learning them through via IT. So it's a nice gateway, it's a nice door, it's a nice entrance to get into the technical field. I prefer IT. I prefer IT. IT is a very important. Whoever came up with computer science, Nobel Prize, the best person. Those were the best guys. So it's a field. So I think by 2027, the first quarter will be doing technical moves. Thank you guys. ND MUPS 2026. Salute.